At 20, she believed in love. At 30, she believed in control. But at 40, something changes. She wakes up one day, and the mirror reflects a face she swears she doesn't recognize. The eyes are the same, but there's something new there. A mixture of tiredness, anger, and urgency. She begins to wonder, was this what I've lived for until now? It's not about vanity. It's about time. The time that has passed and won't come back, the dreams that were put off for later, the plans that died within a lukewarm marriage. And at that moment, her mind doesn't want comfort. It wants revenge. Revenge against time, against her husband, against the routine, against the silence she herself helped to build. But the problem is that when the heart seeks revenge, it destroys even what was still intact. Comment below. Have you ever seen someone go through this? Or were you the one who woke up too late? Like and subscribe. The next episode will show you how this turning point begins inside her mind. 923. She starts comparing herself to others. Not out of envy, but out of despair. She opens Instagram and sees women her age traveling, smiling, living, while she cooks, cleans, repeats. Her husband no longer notices her new hairstyle, nor does he notice the different perfume. He lives as if she were part of the furniture. And then the first dangerous thought arises. Am I still desirable? This is where everything changes. She starts seeking glances, not love. Attention, not connection. Vanity becomes a shield against pain. The self-esteem she lost years ago tries to be reborn, but it comes back distorted, needy, hungry. She doesn't want to cheat, but she wants to prove to herself that she is still seen. And when a woman seeks validation outside, the abyss begins to open up inside. Have you ever felt this? The desire to be noticed again? Comment below. Like and subscribe, because in the next part I'll show you how validation becomes an addiction and destroys love from the inside out. At first it was just curiosity. Then it turned into pleasure. Every compliment, every glance, every like feeds something inside her that the love at home no longer nourishes. It's like a sip of wine after years of thirst. But the problem with the first sip is that it calls for a second. Now she no longer just wants to be seen. She wants to be desired. She wants to feel that she still has power. And power, when born from need, comes hand in hand with destruction. She begins to change, the tone of her voice, the way she dresses, her gaze. And her husband notices. But it's already too late. He feels the distance, but doesn't understand the cause. Inside, she hasn't yet cheated, but she's already in another world. A world where the ego is king, and love becomes currency. Nobody wakes up one day and decides to cheat. It all starts slowly. With a message, an innocent compliment, a "how are you" said at the right time. She tells herself, I'm not doing anything wrong, but her heart already knows she's lying. Now every conversation is a relief. Every exchange is an escape from the weight of real life. And what was a lack of attention turns into chemistry. What was emptiness turns into adrenaline. But behind the smile comes the guilt. She feels it, but pushes it away. She says she deserves to be happy, that she spent her whole life taking care of others, and now it's her turn. And that's how love dies, not with a scream, but with a beautiful justification. She comes home as if wearing a mask. A practiced smile, a calm voice, the same routine. But inside her, there is chaos. Her husband speaks, she responds, but she doesn't listen. Her son tells her something about school, she pretends to pay attention. But her mind is somewhere else, on that message, that look, that high that has become an addiction. Now every phone call is a rush of adrenaline. Every notification sound is a secret. She lives a parallel life, and the house has become just a backdrop. The worst part is that the guilt doesn't go away. It disguises itself as irritation. She starts finding fault with everything. She says her husband has changed, that the routine is suffocating her, that she needs freedom. But deep down, what suffocates her is her own reflection, that of someone who knows she's making a mistake, but can't stop. Have you ever seen a house that looks perfect, but is crumbling from the inside? Comment below and subscribe, because in the next part, I'll show you how guilt turns into anger and love transforms into an enemy. The human mind is cunning. When guilt weighs too heavily, it looks for someone to blame, and it's never ourselves. Now everything he does is irritating. The way he talks, the silence, even his breathing. She says the love is gone, but it's not gone. It's just trapped under layers of frustration, lies, and shame. And the worst part, she doesn't want to fix it. She wants to justify it. She wants to transform the wrong into right. So she begins to rewrite her own story. She tells herself that she was always unhappy, that the marriage never worked, that he never truly loved her. It's easier to destroy the past than to face the present. Now, every argument is an escape. Every word is a weapon. She argues not to resolve, but to relieve the weight she carries inside. And without realizing it, the love of her life becomes the perfect enemy. Do you think pride is what destroys relationships the most? Comment below, like and subscribe, because in the next part I'll show you how anger turns into a decision and the home begins to crumble completely. There comes a time when the silence inside her is so loud that it swallows everything. There is no more conversation, no more discussion, only a bitter certainty. I need to get out. But what she calls freedom is, in fact, escape. She doesn't want a new beginning. She wants to forget what she has become. She packs her bags with the calm of someone hypnotized. Each fold of clothing is a memory pushed back. Each object left behind is a broken promise. And as she closes the door, something inside her breaks forever. She believes that on the other side there is lightness. But what exists is the echo of guilt. The first nights are sweet. New laughter, secret messages, the taste of the forbidden. But soon comes the emptiness, the cold in someone else's bed, the silence after the adrenaline. She thinks she is being reborn, but in reality she is fading away. Because everything she built, the house, the children, the love, now exists without her. And the world she left behind keeps spinning, only without her name. Do you think freedom is worth the price of loneliness? Comment below, leave a like, and subscribe. Because in part 8, I'll show you what happens after she leaves, when the dream of freedom turns into the nightmare of reality. The first few days are a relief. She wakes up late, drinks coffee without rushing, posts smiling photos with captions about new beginnings. But the truth is, nobody starts over when they run away. They only postpone the reckoning. The silence that was once suffocating is now a void. She realizes that freedom has a price. Nobody asks anymore if she arrived safely. Nobody notices if she's gone. Nobody waits for her at the dinner table. The mirror shows a different face, more makeup, more polished, but empty. Her eyes sparkle for seconds, then dim. Because the sparkle of novelty doesn't last, and loneliness always collects its due. She tries to fill the void with distractions, trips, laughter, messages, bodies. But everything is too fast. Everything evaporates before it touches her heart. And when night falls, the room seems colder. She misses even what she hated. The routine, the little arguments, the noise of the children. Freedom, once so desired, is now just absence. And what was home, the place she thought was holding her captive, was in fact the only place where she truly existed. Do you think it's possible to rebuild after destroying your own home? Comment below, like and subscribe, because in part 9, I'll show you what happens when she tries to go back and discovers that time doesn't forgive those who didn't know how to stay. One day she returns, not because everything went wrong, but because she finally understood what she had. The house is still in the same place, but it's not the same anymore. The gate creaks the same way, the garden still blooms, but the sound of laughter is gone. The dog barks differently, and the air, which once smelled of coffee and love, now smells of distance. She hesitates before knocking on the door. For a second, she expects to hear footsteps running, someone saying, "Mom's here," but silence answers first. And in that silence, she understands. The world moved on without her. Her husband opens the door. He doesn't yell, he doesn't ask, he doesn't cry. He just looks. And in that look is everything that's left: hurt, respect, and a peace that no longer includes her. He learned to live without her. The children learned to laugh without expecting her return. And time did what pride couldn't. It erased the anger and left only distance. She wanted to start over, but there is no starting over where there is no longer any space. So she smiles, disguising the lump in her throat, and simply says, "I just wanted to see you." Do you think forgiveness comes before or after repentance? Comment below, like, and subscribe. Because in part 10, I'll show you the end of this story and what really happens when love dies, but the feeling still remains. Time has passed. The pain has lost its sting. Memories, once sharp as a knife, now cut in silence. She moves on. She doesn't go back home anymore, not because she doesn't want to, but because she understood that some doors only close once. Today, she lives simply. She wakes up early, works, walks alone, and sometimes still dreams of the sound of old laughter. But there's something different about her now. It's not regret, it's understanding. Understanding that no one owns happiness when they run away from their own truth. That love needs care, not adrenaline. And that time doesn't take everything, only what wasn't real. She learned that the true punishment isn't losing someone. It's realizing, too late, that that was where she belonged. And yet she moves on, without hatred, without guilt, only with the light weight of the lesson. Because in the end, no one comes out of love unscathed. But whoever understands what they lost has already begun to heal. Have you ever lost something that you only understood later? Comment below, leave a like, and subscribe. Because this story may have ended, but what it teaches about love and time is only just beginning.